Okay, ready once again, people. Got to show you my new buildings. They're crackers for the high street. That's what we call it over here, high street. Anyway, Al's been showing me some beautiful photographs of some of the work that you've done with our buildings, and it's so wonderful to see them, and you're building them better than me. Oof, get in there. You can have fun with these ones. Let me show you. This is the old red boy. Look at that with its bit of furniture. Look at that beauty. Woo! It goes all the way around. Nice little shop front there. Very interesting. Lovely. Stick that one down next to this green boy. I call this the green boy. I haven't stuck my furniture down on the roof yet. Simply because I like to move it around later. So I never really stick those bits down. They're interchangeable, isn't that nice? Like the way it goes back, very cute. And finally, onto this bad boy with its sort of Art Deco-y type top there. You like that? I'm going to show you a little bit about how we put that together in a minute. What we're going to concentrate on today is making from your printout. Remember, you can print as many of these as you want. Doesn't cost you any more. Print them out, print them out, print them out. And then you can build all sorts of things. And from this, we can get this little thing for your roof there, you see, and it sits beautifully. I'm going to show you how to do it. Right, first of all, put that back there with its mate. We start off, you print out your bricks. Flimsy, hey? Not good enough. Stick them to a bit of card. There, right? All you need to do then is cut them to size. That's a side bit, and that's another side bit. All we're going to do then is, with a bit of the old glue, like this, is stick these two bits together very nicely, like this, I think. We're going to put it like that. And just sit them there. Can you see that? Yes, I think you can. It's just a little corner there. Now you really want to let that set. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to already stick them onto the base. Now that's off the bit of flimsy that you've got there, stuck to the card. There we are. That's going to be my base. So for this, I want my slightly stronger glue, which is here. And I'm just going to sit this around the corner there like that. Oh, it's already doing its thing. Look at that, nice. So we now have that. You can see what's happening, can't you? I'm going to do the same with the other two round the side, but what I want to do is let this set first and also cut this base down to size. So here we are. I'm just going to cut this down to size like this with my knife. Be careful. What you don't want to be doing is chopping your fingers off. That you don't want to be doing. I've managed to escape that. Sort of what's it called so far. There we are, just like that. I'm just going to let that settle a little bit and just have a little break for a second. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. We've got a base and two walls. Look at that. So exciting. Now, as you can see from this skylight affair, the finished, what's it called? Our windows are set slightly down. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do one with one little window for this. So I've got the base and I've cut a hole through it, the size of the window that I want, so that you can look through like that. Can you see me? Stupid man. So, and here's my window. Okay, it's just one of the ones from your printout chopped in half. That's what you can do. You can do anything you want with this stuff. Now I'm going to put a little bit of glue in my little glue pot. Just this clear stuff. It dries clear, so don't worry if you make a bit of a mess. I know what it's like. We tend to just stick our fingers together more than we do stuff to the stuff. So there we are. Just put a bit of glue on there. Get that little old window in. And there we have our window in the little roof. Here we are. That's roof in English. Now I'm going to glue this into our, what we really should do, I haven't done that on this one, is you should get a little bit of your brickwork here. This is a really nice little tip, and glue it on the inside, because you're going to see a little bit of that. If you look at this main building here, you'll see what I'm talking about. You see inside, you see I've glued some brickwork to the inside there. So you want both sides to make it look proper authentic. All right, you've got to take your time on this stuff. But that's the joy, isn't it, people? Taking your time and enjoying it on a nice, you know, imagine this sort of really rainy day, the autumn, winter, and it's all cold outside. You've got nothing much else to do. So you get on with your layout. Come on! Hey. Right, so here we go. Where's the bad boy gone? There he is, over here. So I'm just going to shove a little bit of glue around here on this edge and this edge. A little bit of the UHU, and then get him in there like that, and just settle him in like that. Go away, make yourself a cup of tea, pour yourself a glass of wine at this point, let it set. But I don't need to, because I'm clever. Next bit of wall, in it comes. I'm just going to glue at the bottom, like so. There we are, you can see that, can't you? Nice little bit of glue at the bottom, little bit of glue at the side, so it can take with its other. I think I've gone the wrong way around there. I'm not the brightest. I've done it back to front, never mind. Here we go. Just to show you that even maestro can make mistakes. There we are. I'm just going to glue it on the other side, the third side. And now look at that. We got 3 wires. It's a bit shabby, this one, because I'm doing it quickly. You can do it much better than that, people. Much better than that, because I know this because I've seen some of the stuff Al's been showing me of what you've been doing on your layouts. Marvellous stuff, seriously. I'm just going to show you quickly. Obviously, when you do glue your brick to the card, the edges will still be white. So I just simply get a little old, where's it gone, me water. Right, I haven't actually got water, so you didn't see this. You did not see this. Don't tell anybody. And then I'm gonna just give it a little lick of paint on the side there, like that, see? So the white bit disappears, because that will glare if you do it that way. If you don't paint that little bit there. Then obviously let's get a little bit of glue here. Just on the edge, the end, offs. Like that. Look at that, perf. I like doing that, don't you? Just taking the syllable off the end of a word. Like perf for perfect. There's no, I'm not going to go into that. There we are, and stick him on. So now we've got this. Look at that dinky little affair. It's like a mini building, isn't it? A mini building, and all from your initial printout. Think about using your imagination. You can do anything with this. You could do 100 different mini buildings from this. Seriously. This is just one. Now, obviously, I want that nice sort of finishing off rampart jobby across the top. So how I'm going to do this, just get one of these greens off the, what's it called, or off your sheet that you will have, to this, stick it to card, then chop it down to size, like this. So this is still too long, but I'm going to put it on here, have a look at it, and go, right, there we are. That's exactly where it needs to be. Get me old scissors, chop it like that. It goes over there. Again, I want to clean up my ends. So I'm going to get me green paint here, which is just paint that I've got from the pound shop. It's just the cheap old stuff, but it does the trick for little bits and bobs like this. And then here we go, watch. I like this bit because it's when you finish it off. You know, when you finish things off, you zhuzh it up. In fact, this isn't even the zhuzhing stage. This is just the finishing off stage. And I'll do that piece. You see that? And that's the first little bit. And we're going to do that all the way around. You go off and have a little cup of tea. When you come back, all this little lot will be done. Okay. I know what you did there. Now, as you can see, look closely now, I've put the 3 cornerstones on. Now, that's what we call attention to detail. Those little bits that gives you that extra bit of relief, that elevates your building above others. Just, again, a little bit of the green with a tiny little bit chopped off like this. See that? Minuscule, right? But these are the bits you like. These are the bits we love. And a little dab of glue on the corner there. And your final corner piece, the final piece in the jigsaw as it were. Although doing this is slightly more artistic than putting a few bits of jigsaws together, don't you think? And look at that, a perfect little roof terrace, whatever that thing is. It's a bit of furniture on top of the roof. It gives it extra relief. And now look at this. So there it is, flat roof. Oh, how much better is that? Come on! Whew. Right, one more thing I want to show you. Let's get ready for this. So here's your frontage of the old Art Deco thing. Now it's great. You can just print that out, stick it to a bit of card, 4 sides, make a nice box building. Nothing wrong with that. It's going to look really good. But what about, I'm just going to take the old bits of roof furniture off, which I've showed you how to do, so you know how to do all that. I mean, it's just so much better, isn't it? You go in the door, but the bit I particularly like is this relief here on the top area here. I'm going to show you how we do that. It's done in 3 pieces. We'll call them piece A, piece B, and piece C. I'm going to do it just in an oblong. I'm not going to muck around with all this fancy shapes, just to show you the theory. Okay, so let's put him back down. So here's our 3 pieces. I'll have to look on the back to see which one's which. Oh, that's A, because I've labelled them, so as I don't get confused. That's B. It was A, but I changed it to B, so I'm confused already. And that's C. They're just on bits of paper that I use for painting. So we're going to start off with A. A, we do nothing to. He lays there. He's the base. So we stick him down here. B goes on next. I'm going to cut out 2 areas. That area there and that area there. So we've got 2 holes, all right? I'll do that ever so quickly with my knife and my steel ruler. I like a steel ruler, don't you? Because if you don't, you start chopping in. It's nice a bit knackered, but no, never mind. You start chopping into the plastic and it's really not very pleasant. There we go. This won't take long. There we go. And we go here. One of the loveliest things is chopping through card and constructing. Watch this. This is just so nice. And you go through, right there's diddle-a-lum, diddle-a-lum. Always try and sing hum a little tune as you're going along, you know. But don't take your eyes off the chopping. We've talked about finger chopping already. And then it just just pops out. I know little things please little minds and bloody blah, but I like it. Here we go. Let's go in again. Dollop. Dollop. And turn him around. Make sure your ruler's clean because you don't want to get stains all over this sort of lovely stonework here. So there we are. And now, so that's, look, you can see through there. Silly arse. So that's going to move there. That's A, so we're just going to get on the back of B, glue, right way around like that. Smashing. That'll do. I like to stick my glue up right, otherwise it all sort of comes out and falls all over the place. Just stick it on, and that's the first stage. That's A and B together. So you see that? Nice. Next, I'm gonna do, yeah, that's it, C. And this comes in two parts. You're really gonna like this. The outer ring, which I like bigly. So chop that out nicely. Just talk amongst yourselves while I do this. And it's going to be a big old hole, this one. I like this, because it's just building up relief upon relief. And it's just so easy to do. And what it also does, and I'll show you this in a minute, I'll show it to you on the big building, actually, the finished building. So there he is. That's out he goes like that. There's an added bonus. So again, bit of glue just on here, like that. I'm a bit messy. Like I'm always a bit sort of slapdash with this stuff. As I say, I'm sure you'll do a lot better. I know, because I've seen. Now this obviously goes around the edge. So we're now like this. Oh. See how it's building up? Now obviously the middle bit looks a little bit empty, doesn't it? So that's where we go back to C, which is the middle bit that came out of C. And here we have the nice little square that goes in the middle that will complete the ensemble. That's a good word, isn't it? Ensemble. So we're going to cut the middle bit out first. I'll show you this, then we'll have another little look. In theory, you could go on and on and on, building up and building up, and the temptation is to do that, but I would suggest you know when to stop. So that's the middle bit out. Alright, see? Another hole, and now finally we chop around the square like this, dollop, go this side, dollop, 2 more cuts left, just 2 more choppings. Try to do it as neatly as you can. That's very good. And back round, round again. And there we are. Hey presto, that's your little square. I haven't done it brilliantly, but here we go. A little bit of glue around there, nicely, nicely. Put the top back on me glue because I won't need it again. Shove him over there. Get A, B and C, shove that in the middle like that. And then you've got your sort of finished thing there. Look at that. That just went from flat to that in a pretty quick time, wasn't it? Now again, as I say, you can do it much more neatly than that. But that's great. And the other thing it does is at the top of your building, because there's 3 bits of card together, it gives you proper substance at the top of your building. So it doesn't look flimsy. It looks really well constructed. So that the end result, when you've finished it, gives you that nice wide at the top. Do you see that? Not just like one bit of card. So it's just another level of authenticity for your layout. Wait till you see what we've got coming next time. Woo, lovely to see you all. Happy modelling. Great stuff. And keep sending your stuff to Al. It's brilliant. And remember, you can print out as many of these as you want. Fantastic. See you later, people. Nice one.